Welcome back to the biggest circus in Singapore since the announcement of the COVID-19 restrictions. Today we are not going to be covering the details of this whole saga because honestly it is just so tiring to keep up with it and I'm so done with this shit. If you're unsure of what I'm talking about, you can watch my previous upload where I summarized this whole shit show. But today I'm gonna sit you down and let you in on the revelations that I had while observing this saga. Just like Moses after he was enlightened by the flaming bush. So I have diligently compiled a list of things that we can learn from this whole shit show and perhaps leverage on this to better ourselves as human beings. I'm sure most of you have seen Xiaxue's interview with Sylvia, and apart from learning how to make tissue origamis, I have also learned how to properly shoot an interview. Sure, Xiaxue unloaded some hard-hitting questions, but the real MVP is the camera work. I mean, just look at that insane cinematography going on here. Like, what the fuck? Am I in Japan experiencing an earthquake or what? This is just so immersive and honestly, kudos to the film crew behind this interview. You know, it really brings out the whole indie documentary element of this sit-down session. Really impeccable artistic choice of camera work here. The next thing I've learned is that posting passive-aggressive Insta stories with tiny words at the corner of your screen is still a thing. Like, what is this primary school bullshit? Not every one of us has a magnifying glass in our pockets ready to read your sacred, holy text on your Insta story. Fuck, this drama is getting out of hand. I need to let everyone know what I'm thinking, but also make them struggle to read my Insta story. Maybe that'll make me look cool and mysterious. I don't know. If this continues further, we'll need to go on a Da Vinci Code-esque scavenger hunt just to unlock a file to download our favorite influencers' thoughts on a saga. Yeah, I don't get it. If you have something to say, just fucking say it. Take this screenshot from one of these influencers talking about this drama. Stop lying. Stop lying what? Stop. Who? Who's lying? And stop what? What are you angry about? Am I your therapist? Am I supposed to now guess what you're angry about? The third thing I've learned is to get better at Tai Chi, which is, you know, a Chinese martial art for self-defense and also shifting the blame to others. Alright, this one goes a bit deep, but I realized from this public back and forth that most people are just, I guess, for lack of a better term, sheeps. It's funny, right? We blindly agree with whichever influencer posts last. The last person to post an apology letter wins the public. The last video explanation will win the public sentiment. And speaking about the interview, if you just take a step back and think, it is plainly evident that the interview with Sylvia is a simple technique of shadow clone jutsu to divert our attention away from the main issue, workplace harassment. Like, the tide has now swayed to people hating on Ryan because of a sad wife story. I'm not saying that Ryan is innocent. If the allegations are true, he sounds like a shit husband. But marriage problems and personal conflict was never really the main topic of this drama. And right now, there's this TikTok going around of Xiaxue revealing the identity behind SG Chicken Rice. And the blame now shifts to him advocating cancel culture. It's like, how many issues are we gonna talk about in one saga? Should we also bring up world hunger? Maybe we can figure out a solution for that too. Like, this has turned into a NOC drama instead of serving justice to the employees and fighting against toxic work environments. Yeah, I don't know, the crowd seems to simply follow whoever posts last and the main issue gets lost in translation. Perhaps you should take some time to think for yourself instead of watching YouTube commentaries to piggyback on opinions. And finally, if anything this saga has taught me is to always keep receipts of any communication you have with anybody. You know, in this day and age where everyone and anything can be cancelled, it's best to video record every interaction you have just to, you know, cover your ass from getting ravaged by the cancel cult. And I'm talking everything. Private messages, Zoom meetings, that Telegram secret chat that you and your girlfriend are role-playing in. Everything. I'm serious, especially that last one. Because you never know, like, take this for example. You know how for females, your pain and enjoyment phase is roughly the same, you know, like, are you in pain? Are you enjoying this? So if anything goes wrong in the bedroom, you can be like, babe, you said you wanted me to stuff oranges up your butthole. Yeah, that joke took a very sexual turn. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. But in essence, it's always good to safeguard your private information in case it may be used against you. And speaking of safeguarding your private information, the sponsor of today's video does exactly that. What are the odds? Internet safety. That's something that's often overlooked. That's why I highly recommend you use a VPN such as ExpressVPN. Say you're in a cafe and you're connected to its public Wi-Fi hotspot. Anyone connected to that same network with only basic computer knowledge can steal your information like account logins, financial details, and more. ExpressVPN encrypts 100% of your network data to ensure that your personal information is safe. ExpressVPN also lets you change your online location. With just one click, you can use it to access sites or even watch shows on streaming platforms that aren't available in your country. Just last week, I used ExpressVPN to watch Top Gear here, which isn't available in Singapore. But all I had to do was change my location to France, refresh the page, and boom, it's available, baby. What's more, you can use ExpressVPN on every major platform on 5 devices simultaneously with a single subscription, so all your devices can be protected. Now that's a bang for your buck. Right now, you can get 3 extra months of ExpressVPN for free by going to expressvpn.com/sneakysushi. So get protected today and make the most of your streaming subscriptions with ExpressVPN. And that's it for my recap on this drama. Honestly, I think it has overrun its airtime and it's getting very difficult to keep up. Hopefully this is the end and Ryan and Sylvia can, settle this amongst themselves without the public eavesdropping on their intimate conversations. Like, this has gone way too deep. I feel like I'm intruding on an intimate conversation of a couple. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.